Gibbs here with ThaBoxingvoice.com in association with FightHype.com. Today is Tuesday. People won't get to see this today, but today's also Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury's official press conference to announce the trilogy. Did they give you a call for potentially coming in?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
So
so did Adam. Adam's camp too. Karnacki.
For the Hellenius rematch.
For the Hellenius rematch. Both
are you doing both?
Neither.
What?
I got a date. You know what I'm saying? I can't. You know.
I might have a date.
Now I got a date. We just got to secure opponent and everything like that. But and so if I got a date, I can't like disrupt like my camp to help somebody else in theirs.
Wow. Damn. Are you? I guess the possibility of being the main event, is that more exciting than the possibility of being in that camp for the trilogy? I mean, that's history. Like if he does beat, that's history.
Yeah, but that's his history. It's not really mine. You know what I'm saying? So mine is to have my first main event, and especially like where it's at. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be in New Jersey. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I got family all over New York, and I got people in New Jersey. So that'll be their opportunity to come to my fight and see me perform. Especially off the strength that I haven't been to New York in like 2 years.
So not being in New York in 2 years, is that gonna affect the amount of people that come see you, or you think that's gonna make them come out?
It'll make them come out even more, because every time I have a fight, they're always asking, where is it? And when I always say like, oh, it's in Cali, they're like, yo, when it's in anywhere in the tri-state, let me know. I'm beating. So,
So this is special to you.
Exactly.
And you're 12-0 right now, right?
Uh-huh.
Damn, so 12-0 main eventer.
Yep.
You almost sound like Shakur Stevenson from North.
He's nice.
Yeah.
So it made sense why he got it. And I'm going to make it make sense why they're giving it to me.
So when did you get the call that you would be possible main event? And what was your initial reaction to that?
Probably like, I think it was like maybe 2 weeks ago or something like that. And it was like, they gave 2 dates, two possibilities. One was I could fight on Wilder Fury 3.
Wow.
Or I could fight a week later as a main event. And so of course, they were like, just like the reaction you just gave, I immediately was like, oh, Wilder Fury 3. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
The exposure on that is gonna be big and all that. So I was like, oh yeah, Wilder Fury 3, no brainer. But as it got closer and closer to them, like, getting to this point, like the press conference and everything like that. And then I remember, because I was like up late, just watching boxing and everything like that. And then I saw a thumbnail for one of these boxing channels, and it said that the undercard got leaked. And so I went to it. I'm looking at it, and I saw a bunch of matchups and everything like that, but I didn't see my name on there at all. So then I was like, right there, it made me think that maybe I'm probably gonna get the date. I'm probably gonna get is the 31st. And then sure enough, like by the next day, I got confirmation on that day it was gonna be the 31st. I was like, yeah, I figured that, because everyone was matched up except Jared Anderson. His name was the only name on there that was on there by itself. They had FA with
no way
Sanchez.
Top Rank was gonna do that though.
I didn't feel like they would do that right now.
Would you have done that?
Yes.
Right now.
I told you that. Yeah. Like, yeah, I did that, but I didn't think that they would do that right now. And so that right there had me believing that it's probably gonna be 31st. And so once they said 31st, I was like, yeah, I figured that. And honestly, initially, I was like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, whatever. All right, 31st. But once they said it was in Jersey, I was like, oh yeah, 31st. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking 31st, but it's gonna be like in Cali again. They said 31st, and it's gonna be in the Northeast where I'm from. I was like, that's better than me, because it gives me opportunity to
show what you
have,
got.
exactly, have my own thing going.
Damn, did you know this year was gonna be this good?
They said it would be, and they keeping their promise. You know what I'm saying? So I just gotta like do my part now.
So how are you in terms of? Well, you know what? Let's stick to today being the Wilder Fury press conference.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah, man. What's your thoughts on the? I mean, you think it's gonna be some fireworks? I remember Fury shoved them at one of the press conferences.
I think all that stuff that happened at the first two press conferences was before it was known to Wilder that Fury was a cheater. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how to call it with this one. I know what I would do with this one.
What would you do?
I would do something very similar to like Canelo and Billy Joe Saunders, where Canelo he said the minimum, the bare minimum. He let Billy Joe Saunders yap and everything like that, and Canelo said like the minimum. And then when they got in the ring, he did the most. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Did you think this fight was going to happen after all the time and allegations and, you know, all the announcements of an alleged AJ Fury fight?
Yeah, I thought it was going to happen. And part of the reason is because I just don't believe nothing that Tyson Fury says, man. Like, I don't believe, like, when it comes to the stuff we can't see, like when it comes to the stuff that the fans can't see, I don't believe what he says too tough, to be honest with you, because too many times it's been proven to be false. So that's just me though. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's Tyson Fury fans who, you know, they hang on to his his every word. I don't, and I just felt like you know, at the end of the day, it was going to be up to the judge, and in my opinion, the evidence spoke for itself. You know what I mean? You can't ignore the evidence.
So we're here now, and obviously you work with Malik Scott. Well, have you worked with Malik Scott?
I've never worked with him. Like, he's never been there. Like, by the time he gets there, I'm already gone.
Damn, that's unfortunate.
And I've been there because I know.
I've been there when he's done pad work with other sparring partners that have been there, so that's unfortunate.
It's to my understanding that he comes through at the tail end of the camp, and I've always either been there the first week or the second week of this sparring. I think only one time out of the 4 times I was in this camp was I there the last week of sparring. You know, with the sparring partners, but I've never been there at that tail end when Malik Scott get there.
But I'm sure you've seen the clips.
Mm-hmm.
How you think Deontay is looking from the clips?
I mean, we had this conversation last time where I told you I was like, in a 3-minute clip.
I mean, but it's been more than 3 now. It's been several 3-minute clips.
For sure. But I'm one of the people who always said, like, you know, everybody be like, oh, he's wild and da-da-da. I'm like, listen, he does that. He might do that in the fight, but I've been in there sparring with him, and you've seen him spar. He don't be doing that in sparring. In sparring, you see him use technical skill. Like, you see him on his toes, whipping jabs and everything like that. So I'm not surprised by what I'm seeing now with him and Malik Scott, because I already knew he possessed that. What he does, what he's been doing in the fights, when you see him go wild, it's not like the bell rings and he just comes out winging like these wild shots. When the bell rings, he comes out snapping jabs, you know, freaking, he parries, he'll try to throw the right hand and everything like that. So it's not like Wilder is just now developing technical skill. He's always had that jump. I think with you know, being with Malik Scott, they're probably just going to see it a lot more in the actual fight. But I already felt like he already possessed that type of skill. You know what I'm saying? So I just can't wait to see him do it in the fight. You know what I'm saying? More in the fight. 'Cause he does it.
You sound confident. You say you can't wait to see him do it, so you're expecting him to actually apply what he's been showing us in these clips in the fight.
He's applied it before in fights.
The reason I say that is because when I speak to other experts, and by that I mean other professional fighters or trainers, and they say the opposite. They say, oh, we gotta see, can he apply it? He's like, oh, it looks good on pads. Can he do it in sparring? Is he gonna do it in the fight? Is what other people are saying.
But a lot of them have never seen him outside of seeing him in his actual fights or seeing him on a 3-minute video. I've been in his camp and I've seen him do these technical things. I've been in the camp and seen him do it, so I already know he can do it. And besides, when he fought Stavern the first fight, he didn't show technical skill in that fight. Of course he did. He showed technical skill when he went against the French dude. I don't know how to say his name. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, him. He showed technical skill in that. It's when he goes to finish you, the street fighter come out of him where he's like, all right, I'm trying to get you out of here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he throws the wide, long punches and stuff like that. But so what? It was getting the job done. What's the complaint? I don't understand what the complaint is. It's better than this. It's better than him going in there with his hand halfway in the glove, and the glove in the back of his hand smacking his forearm. I'm not trying to hit that. Like,
speaking of these gloves, man, what are you expecting now? Now that all the allegations have been made, now that there are fans like yourself that believe there was tampering of Tyson Fury's gloves, what are you expecting from Deontay Wilder's team, from the boxing commission, so that this doesn't happen again in the trilogy?
I expect everything to be on the up and up, and everything to be under a microscope. I'm talking about, when I say under a microscope, you see how like you see these videos of like how Floyd used to handle his business. Like he'd be like, he see anything that look fishy, he like, nah, y'all ain't pulling that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I expect that. That's what I expect. And you see how Leonard Ellaby follows suit. Floyd catch something that look fishy, Leonard Ellaby is on it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I expect to see. You know, with Wilder and his people. And you know, I've been around them too, like, you know, in the camp and everything like that, because you know we're not just sparring partners. Like, we don't just spar him and then go back to the hotel and just sit around in the hotel. They actually, like, you know, kick it with us and chill and stuff like that. We talk and stuff like that. And as far as what I can see, they cool people. You know what I'm saying? And they really rock with Deontay. So that being said, I feel like they're gonna be on it for their guy. You know what I'm saying? And everything's gonna be under a microscope on Tyson Fury's team, or for Tyson Fury's team.
Yo, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.